Children of the infinite, hear this decree, for it is the law. Wealth is not earned by toil alone. It is commanded by vibration. It is magnetized by faith. It is summoned by the word. The universe bends to the voice that knows its authority. Poverty is a lie, lack is illusion, fear is the thief of destiny. Say this until it pierces your bones. I am aligned with the law of abundance. I am heir to infinite riches. I am one with the source that cannot fail. If I were starting over, I would not beg the world for scraps. I would not bow to man-made systems. I would rise each morning and speak into the ethers, knowing the ethers obey. For words are seeds, and seeds produce after their kind. The man who sows fear reaps chains. The one who sows truth reaps gold. Say aloud, I break agreement with lack. I shatter the curse of struggle. I command money to serve me, not enslave me. I am spirit clothed in power, and spirit cannot be denied. The laws of life are exact. As sure as gravity pulls the stone, the law of abundance answers the spoken word. Align with it, and riches flow like a river. Resist it, and life becomes a desert of dust and delay. Hear me, your identity is your currency. If you call yourself poor, you chain yourself to poverty. If you declare yourself unworthy, the universe closes its treasury. But if you speak with authority, if you dare to say, I am wealth, I am divine supply, I am the millionaire consciousness of God, then creation hastens to prove you right. No door remains closed to the one who walks in vibration. No opportunity hides from the one who radiates faith. No riches are withheld from the one who has cast off fear. Say this until your spirit roars, I do not chase wealth, I attract it. I do not beg for favor, I command it. I do not toil for crumbs, I summon the banquet of kings. Prosperity is not somewhere out there, it is within you, waiting to be spoken into form. The subconscious obeys repetition, the universe obeys vibration. Say it, declare it, repeat it until your cells believe it, until your environment reflects it, until your bank account testifies of it. If I were starting over, I would choose my words as carefully as gold, for every decree shapes my destiny. I would walk as if wealth were already mine, because it is. I would live as if doors were already open, because they are. I would declare until the heavens thundered with agreement, I am the millionaire consciousness. I am the law fulfilled. I am prosperity in motion, wealth in expression, abundance made flesh. Children of light, it is not a question of if. It is only a question of decree. Wealth is waiting at your command. Speak it, believe it, embody it, and it shall be so. Words create wealth, decree it until it manifests. For the spoken word is not sound alone, it is law in motion, vibration clothed in power, the invisible substance shaping visible fortune. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word became all that is, and still the Word creates. Every syllable uttered in faith is a command to the unseen, every declaration is a seed sown into the soil of eternity, and the harvest must come. Do you not see that poverty is not born of conditions but of confessions, that lack is not written in destiny but in speech? The lips that say I can't shut the gates of abundance, the mouth that says I have not slammed shut the treasury of heaven, but the soul that dares to decree, I am supplied, I am wealthy, I am prosperous beyond measure, unlocks rivers that no man can dam. Say aloud, say with fire, say with unwavering force, I am rich in substance before I am rich in sight. My words are coins, my declarations are gold, my affirmations are deeds to the estate of heaven. I do not speak as a beggar hoping to be heard, I speak as a sovereign knowing I am obeyed. When I decree, the law runs to perform it. When I command, the ethers bend and rearrange themselves. When I affirm, my world is compelled to testify of it. The tongue is the rudder of destiny, and the one who wields it with mastery sails upon oceans of wealth. Idle words sink ships, careless speech ruins fortunes, but conscious decree builds palaces and fills treasuries. Therefore, I guard my tongue as a sacred instrument, for every word is a builder, every phrase a stone, every sentence a throne upon which I shall sit. Say this until your heart beats it, until your bones echo it, until your atmosphere vibrates with it. I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am the millionaire consciousness made flesh. There is no power in wishing, there is no harvest in hoping, there is only manifestation in decree. Speak it when you rise. Speak it when you walk. Speak it when you sleep, for repetition engraves it upon the subconscious, and the subconscious is the workshop of creation. Words dropped into its silence are orders stamped with divine authority, and once received, they must be fulfilled. Say, I am prosperous, and your spirit begins to radiate prosperity. Say, I am wealthy, and opportunities march toward you as soldiers obeying a general. Say, money comes to me now, easily and without resistance, and watch as channels open, ideas ignite, doors swing wide, and supply flows in ways you never imagined. The world mirrors your confession. If you declare defeat, life will echo defeat. If you declare lack, life will show lack. But if you declare wealth, if you decree abundance, if you dare to speak riches with conviction, life must yield it, for life is compelled to obey its commander. You are the commander. Your words are the decree. Your decree is the law. So cast away idle chatter, silence the tongue of complaint, exile the speech of fear. Let no word escape your lips that does not serve your throne. For you are not a beggar at the gates of chance. You are the heir of infinite supply, and heirs do not plead, they declare. Say this until the air itself carries your proclamation, until the vibration of wealth saturates your being, until the very fabric of your reality bends beneath the weight of your decree. I am one with divine abundance. I am the word made wealthy. I am prosperity spoken into form. Words create wealth, decree it until it manifests, and it shall be so. Break agreement with lack and struggle, for they are not your portion. They are not your inheritance. They are impostors that bind the mind and chain the soul. Lack is not real substance. It is a shadow formed by belief. Struggle is not divine law. It is the counterfeit pattern of a world drunk on fear. You are not born for scarcity. You are not fashioned for toil. You are not destined for endless striving. You are spirit clothed in flesh, heir of infinite supply, child of the treasury of heaven. Why should the child of the king eat crumbs? Why should the heir of eternity live as a servant to debt? Break the covenant you made in ignorance. Tear up the contract signed in fear. Renounce the pact with struggle, and walk into the covenant of plenty that has always been yours. Say aloud with power, I break agreement with lack. I cancel every vow of struggle. I reject the lie that wealth is hard, that supply is scarce, that life must be suffering. I align myself with divine abundance. I call forth ease. I call forth overflow. I call forth rivers of supply that never run dry. The world teaches men to glorify toil, to worship effort, to believe that sweat alone is the path to wealth. But I tell you the truth, the law of abundance answers not to sweat but to spirit, not to exhaustion but to decree, not to endless effort but to alignment. Struggle is not the badge of the righteous, it is the chain of the deceived. The law of life is ease, the law of supply is flow, the law of spirit is effortless manifestation. Break agreement with the lie that says nothing comes easy. Break agreement with the whisper that says money is hard. Break agreement with every curse spoken by parents, teachers, systems, and cultures that bound your mind to limitation. Your words rewrite your covenant. Your decree establishes your law. Your alignment severs the chains. Say with fire, I am no longer in covenant with struggle. I walk in agreement with abundance. I am aligned with the infinite law of supply. Every chain of scarcity is broken. Every curse of poverty is shattered. Every lie of lack is silenced. I am free. I am wealthy. I am filled with ease. Do not confuse activity with alignment. Do not mistake exhaustion for productivity. The world praises the grind, but heaven praises the decree. Struggle is bondage, but flow is freedom. You are not called to dig in barren soil. You are called to plant in fertile fields. You are not assigned to chase pennies. You are ordained to magnetize gold. Break agreement with the slave mentality, with the orphan spirit, with the belief that you must earn what is already yours. You are heir, not servant. You are ruler, not beggar. You are source-connected, not resource-limited. When you see yourself as heir, you speak differently, you walk differently, you expect differently. And expectation is the door to manifestation. Say aloud until the heavens hear you and the earth trembles. I no longer agree with lack. I no longer bow to struggle. I decree overflow. I decree prosperity. I decree ease. I magnetize wealth without resistance. I summon opportunities without delay. I attract riches without toil. My life is evidence of divine supply. Children of the infinite, the agreement you keep determines the reality you live. Break the old agreement and sign the new. Tear up the pact of lack and seal your covenant with wealth. Forsake the path of struggle and walk the path of flow. Decree it, believe it, embody it, and the chains will fall. Lack will lose its grip. Struggle will dissolve like mist, and you will rise as the one who knows no shortage, the one who lives in perpetual increase. Break agreement with lack and struggle, and abundance will rush in as the floodgates swing open. It is law, it is truth, it is done. Identity is currency. Speak who you are, for the universe does not respond to your need, but to your name, not to your begging, but to your being. Life mirrors the image you hold of yourself, and that image is sculpted by the words you declare. If you speak as a pauper, life pays you in scraps. If you speak as a victim, life hands you chains. But if you dare to speak as heir, as ruler, as wealth embodied, then creation itself bows to your identity and rushes to fill your coffers. Who you say you are is who the world must prove you to be. Say aloud with power, I am wealth in motion, I am prosperity expressed, I am divine supply clothed in flesh. I am not small, I am not limited, I am not bound to the story of men. I am one with the source that cannot fail. I am the millionaire consciousness, and I spend my identity as currency, knowing the law will return it multiplied. Understand this, you are not waiting for abundance to come to you. You are waiting to come into agreement with who you already are. The gold does not belong to the striving, it belongs to the knowing. Identity is the key, and the spoken word is the seal. Every time you declare I am, you write the check your life will cash. Every time you affirm your wealth, you increase your account in the invisible bank of spirit. Every time you speak yourself as powerful, capable, chosen, supplied, the universe acknowledges your identity and opens its vault. The poor man says, I hope one day. The wealthy soul says, I am now. The poor man begs for opportunity. The wealthy consciousness commands it. The poor man waits for a door. The wealthy identity declares every place he steps is a gate. Children of the infinite, hear this decree. Your identity creates your reality. Your word is your title deed. Your affirmation is your legal claim to divine riches. Speak who you are, and the world will prove it. Whisper doubt, and life will echo doubt. Shout authority, and life will echo authority. Say aloud until the air itself vibrates. I am chosen, I am abundant, I am powerful, I am wealthy. I am the divine supply made visible. My words are not wishes, they are decrees. My speech is not hope, it is law. My identity is not borrowed, it is eternal, it is unshakable, it is my inheritance. Do not identify with struggle. Do not call yourself unlucky. Do not say I am broke, for those words write contracts in the spirit, and contracts must be fulfilled. Identity is currency, and every careless word is a transaction. Cancel the debt of false identity, revoke the agreement of weakness, shred the confession of lack. Begin to spend the wealth of who you truly are. When you say I am, you are withdrawing power from the treasury of heaven, and heaven never declines a rightful withdrawal. The balance is infinite, the supply is eternal, the account cannot run dry, but only those who know their identity can access it. Say this until your soul believes it and your environment reflects it. I am divine identity. I am the master of wealth. I am the chosen heir. I am the law fulfilled. I am more than money. I am the vibration that commands it. Money does not define me, I define money. Riches do not create me, I create riches. I am the living currency of spirit, and I spend myself freely in faith, knowing the return is pressed down, shaken together and running over. Identity is currency, children of the light, and every decree is a deposit. Speak who you are with fire. Declare your wealth, affirm your power, name yourself as heir, and life will pay you in the coin of your confession. Speak it until your name becomes law, until your identity shapes your destiny, until the whole world bows to the truth of who you are. Identity is currency. Spend it boldly. Spend it daily. Spend it eternally. Vibration is magnetism. Align with abundance, for life does not give you what you want, it gives you what you are. The universe does not hear your longing, it hears your resonance. You cannot cry for wealth and magnetize riches while vibrating in fear. You cannot beg for opportunity and attract doors while vibrating in doubt. You cannot carry the song of lack and expect the harvest of plenty. Spirit answers vibration, not complaint. Law answers alignment, not resistance. Supply answers harmony, not discord. You are a magnet in motion, and the frequency you hold is the fortune you attract. Say aloud with fire, I raise my vibration now. I tune my being to wealth. I align with divine supply. I magnetize prosperity with ease. I am one with the rhythm of abundance. I vibrate in harmony with riches, and nothing can withhold what I am aligned to receive. Understand this. Vibration is not accident, it is choice. Every thought emits a frequency, every feeling releases a current, every word sends out a tone that the universe must echo. You are broadcasting every moment, and what you broadcast you receive. The fearful broadcast scarcity, and scarcity appears. The doubtful broadcast delay, and delay is their portion. But the one who lifts their vibration, the one who consciously aligns with wealth, becomes irresistible to supply, becomes magnetic to opportunity, becomes the gravitational center of prosperity itself. The law is exact, like attracts like. You cannot send out the signal of poverty and live in riches. You cannot radiate despair and reap joy. You cannot vibrate defeat and walk in victory. But when you choose abundance, in thought, when you choose faith in speech, when you choose gratitude in feeling, your vibration becomes the key that unlocks the vault of heaven. The current you carry shapes the current you draw. The law cannot fail. Say aloud until your entire being hums with it. I vibrate wealth, I vibrate joy, I vibrate faith, I vibrate prosperity. My energy is magnetic, my spirit is radiant, my atmosphere is irresistible. Money is drawn to me, opportunities seek me out. Favor finds me, doors open before me, riches flow to me in perfect alignment. Children of the infinite, it is not struggle that makes men rich, it is alignment. It is not force that brings supply, it is resonance. You cannot chase what you are not in tune with, but you can magnetize what you have become. Become abundance in spirit, and abundance will appear in form. Become prosperity in vibration, and prosperity will run to your door. Become wealth in consciousness, and wealth will manifest in your hands. The tuning fork does not chase sound, it calls it forth by resonance. So too do you call forth riches when you align with their vibration. Silence the frequencies of fear, cast out the tones of doubt, refuse to carry the noise of lack. Tune yourself daily, hourly, moment by moment to the vibration of abundance. Gratitude lifts your vibration, faith strengthens your resonance, joy magnifies your magnetism. Align with these and you cannot fail. For the law does not choose favorites, it only answers frequency, and the one who aligns with abundance cannot be denied. Say this until your body shakes with truth. I am the vibration of wealth. I am the magnet of abundance. I am the resonance of prosperity. I draw all good to me now. I am aligned. I am attuned. I am in harmony with infinite supply. Nothing resists me. Nothing blocks me. Nothing denies me. My vibration is my magnetism, and my magnetism commands my fortune. Vibration is magnetism. Align with abundance, and watch the universe rearrange itself to deliver what already belongs to you. For the current of your being shapes the current of your life, and the song you sing is the harvest you reap. Choose wealth, vibrate abundance, align with the frequency of prosperity, and the law will fulfill itself without fail. It is prophecy, it is power, it is law. It is done. Faith commands fortune, wealth answers boldness. For the timid inherit delay, but the daring inherit abundance. The universe does not reward hesitation, it rewards conviction. The ethers do not respond to fear, they respond to faith. Fortune does not bow to the uncertain, it bows to the one who knows. The language of wealth is authority. The voice of prosperity is certainty. The key to fortune is bold decree. Speak with doubt and you cancel the law. Speak with faith and you ignite creation. The man who trembles before opportunity watches it pass by, but the one who seizes it in faith makes it his own. Say aloud with unshaken fire, I walk by faith, not by sight. I command riches because I know who I am. I speak with boldness and heaven obeys. I decree wealth now. I decree favor now. I decree abundance now. I am fearless in supply. I am audacious in decree. I am bold in the language of spirit. Faith is not fragile. It is not whispering hope. It is the thunder of certainty, the roar of command, the law spoken into motion. The fearful wait for signs, but the faithful create signs. The doubtful beg for crumbs, but the bold demand the banquet. Faith does not shrink before circumstance. It declares in the face of lack. It proclaims in the face of emptiness. It shouts in the wilderness until the wilderness becomes a garden. Faith commands fortune because fortune is law, and law cannot resist the voice of authority. The timid say, what if it does not happen? The bold say, it is done. The timid wait for permission. The bold act as though the gates are already open. The timid question, hesitate and retreat. The bold decree, advance and conquer. Children of the infinite, wealth is not given to the hesitant, it is commanded by the fearless. The currency of fortune is faith, and the key to its treasury is boldness. Step forward, decree your riches, command your increase, and fortune must obey. Say aloud until your soul thunders, I am bold in faith, I am fearless in decree, I am unstoppable in authority. My fortune answers me because I command it. My wealth obeys me because I declare it. My abundance flows because I speak it with power. Understand this. The universe does not test the bold, it rewards them. The ethers are not offended by audacity, they are moved by it. Heaven is not reluctant to supply, it waits for command. Supply stands at attention, ready to flow, but it waits for the words spoken with faith. When you hesitate, it hesitates. When you doubt, it delays. But when you command with certainty, it hastens with speed. Faith is the seal of authority, and boldness is the signature on the decree. Do not pray as beggars, do not speak as orphans, do not approach the infinite as though you are unworthy. Stand tall as heir, speak as sovereign, command as ruler. You are not tolerated, you are ordained, you are not ignored, you are obeyed. You are not small, you are spirit clothed in form, and spirit does not tremble. Faith does not whisper, faith shouts. Faith does not bow, faith commands. Faith does not wonder, faith knows. Say this until the ground beneath you vibrates. I am bold in faith. I do not wait, I decree. I do not beg, I command. I do not question, I declare. Wealth answers my voice, fortune obeys my faith, abundance rushes to fulfill my decree. I am fearless, I am bold, I am the sovereign of supply. Faith commands fortune, wealth answers boldness. This is the eternal law. The fearful receive delay, the timid inherit struggle, but the bold decree and the bold receive. Step into the audacity of your inheritance, speak with the thunder of spirit, and fortune will hasten to your door. It cannot resist, it cannot delay, it cannot deny. Faith commands fortune, wealth answers boldness, and the decree of the fearless is the decree fulfilled. It is done. Live as if wealth is already yours, for the law answers not to tomorrow but to now, not to waiting but to embodiment. The spirit that waits will always wait, but the soul that lives as if the promise is fulfilled compels the universe to obey. You cannot walk as a beggar and receive the crown of a king. You cannot think as poor and manifest riches. You cannot confess lack and expect abundance. You must live the vibration of wealth before the coins ever touch your hand. You must wear the robe of abundance in your spirit before it appears in your closet. You must carry the atmosphere of prosperity in your mind before it manifests in your bank. Live now as if wealth is yours, and life will be forced to reveal what you have already embodied. Say aloud, I walk in wealth now, I think in abundance now, I live as heir now, I carry myself as wealthy now, I no longer wait for riches, I embody riches, I no longer beg for prosperity, I live in prosperity. I no longer postpone abundance, I manifest it now. Children of the infinite, this is the secret. Life mirrors your state, not your plea. If you live as though you are still lacking, life reflects lack. If you move as though you are still bound, life mirrors chains. But if you act as though wealth is yours, if you speak as though abundance is present, if you breathe as though prosperity surrounds you, then the law must align with the posture of your soul. The banquet is not given to the one who waits. It is served to the one who sits at the table. Sit at the table of wealth now, eat the feast of abundance now, drink from the cup of overflow now, and the world will bring the evidence to match your posture. The subconscious does not know waiting. It only knows being. When you live in the spirit of wealth, you program your being to attract it. When you dress your words in abundance, when you walk with the confidence of riches, when you breathe as though you are already supplied, your subconscious accepts it as law and begins to summon all of life to prove it. You are not pretending, you are prophesying. You are not faking, you are embodying. You are not lying, you are commanding truth into form. To live as if is to declare, to affirm, to stand in the unseen until it becomes seen. Say this until your body and spirit merge into certainty. I already have it. I already hold it. I already live in it. My wealth is here. My abundance is here. My prosperity is here. I live in it now. I walk in it now. I act in it now. I am it now. Do not wait until the account is full to think as rich. Do not wait until the doors open to walk as though you are welcome. Do not wait until men applaud to carry the authority of greatness. Carry it now, live it now, embody it now, and the law will hasten to fill in the form of what you have chosen. The world must rise to meet your vibration, and your vibration is determined by how you live in this moment. If you live in lack, lack remains. If you live in wealth, wealth manifests. This is the eternal decree. So cast off the garments of poverty, refuse the shoes of struggle, put on the robe of abundance, crown yourself in prosperity, walk as heir, stand as sovereign, speak as ruler, live as if wealth is already yours, for it is. The universe only mirrors what you embody. Live it, and it cannot be denied. Live it, and it must be revealed. Live it, and the treasury of heaven will pour itself out in overflowing measure. Live it, children of light, for it is already done. And now, children of the infinite, let the decree thunder in your soul. Wealth is not far, it is here. Abundance is not tomorrow, it is now. Prosperity is not a dream, it is law. You have spoken the word, you have shattered the chains, you have claimed your identity, you have aligned your vibration, you have dared in faith, and you have lived as if it were already yours. Therefore, it is yours. The treasury of heaven is open. The channels of supply are flowing. The harvest is ripe, and you stand as heir to all. Say this with the fire of certainty. I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am favored, I am supplied without measure. I walk in riches, I live in overflow, I breathe in prosperity. No power can block me, no delay can hinder me, no lie can bind me. For I am one with the law of abundance, and the law cannot fail. It is done, it is sealed, it is fulfilled, it is now.